Hey guys, it's Gus, and big spoiler alert. This is the PlayStation 4 preview server where we have access to Module
Okay.
30 early.
All right, guys.
So
Cool,
we're
cool,
doing the
cool.
new dungeon. If you don't want to know
What
what's
am I
in the
going?
new
Okay,
dungeon,
private.
don't watch this video. But big shout out to Ash and Beer for
This,
reaching out to me to ask them if I could join them. I happily said yes. So
this.
we went into the new dungeon.
Oh no way.
If you notice, we only
What?
have three players.
Just a sec.
There's
Can
very
I
few
go?
players who have
Roster?
access to the
No
PlayStation 4
friends.
preview server. They had a very short window, and
No,
since
they're
then,
they're
nobody else has been
they're
able to
logged
get in,
in to
unfortunately.
PlayStation, but they're not logged
Nobody's
into the
responding to
game.
the emails.
What? It
Um,
says.
the community manager,
Okay,
I
let
don't
me
know what's
PM.
going on.
Okay,
I'd actually
okay, okay.
contacted him privately a few times, but we got
No, no,
nowhere.
no, no. I would have been
But
all
we're in
for
the
it.
dungeon, so we're doing
I
this with
am
three
up
players.
for. I
This
was
is not
actually beer
normal. On
before we did this.
preview,
I was
we get
gonna make a
access to
PS in
quite a
group with
few
all the
items. If you look in
seven
the
people
tool
on my
belt
friends
item,
list.
there's a
And say,
Lathander's buff,
yeah, and
which you can use
that have
every
access
second.
to
It
preview.
refills your AP
And
completely and reduces all your cooldowns
oh, you
completely.
did. Okay,
And
okay.
then we have access to the
Yeah.
buffer artifact, which gives us equivalent of like 10 debuff artifacts we'd seen in a
So
trial.
Nev still plays,
So
and was
2
Nowski
DPS
still
can do a
plays.
massive amount of damage. And the tool belt item also heals you fully, like a health stone, but we can use it every second. So that really negates the need for a healer, basically. I wouldn't recommend going in here without a healer day one. But when we come in here, you're gonna notice there's only a couple mobs, so this dungeon feels like it's gonna be kind of fast. Again, I say feel because we're running with stupidly overpowered tunes. We're 200k item level because we get these fake rings that don't exist in the game, just on the preview server. They
Deleted.
give us 50,000 item level each. So it boosts our item level significantly, which gives
This
us,
is a really
I'm
short
at
dungeon,
like
guys.
2.4 million hit points or something stupid like that. So here we are, we're just bull rushing these mobs. So I'll get back in the chat as soon as the mobs end.
I mean, was that four mobs? Maybe three? So, so just so I understand, we break the crystal here, and when we break the crystal, it we have like 20 seconds while we can attack the brain, but at the end of the 20 seconds, we get frozen for a little bit. Okay. But when you go hop, but after you hop in the pool, then you have to go break a crystal again, though, right? Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, 20 seconds, that's enough to do like 10 dailies.
So this first boss
So,
has a mechanic, but it's not too troublesome. Again, I say that now with our very limited
oh, what? Oh,
experience.
God, I was
But
attacking him like a
on
dumbass.
this first boss, you basically just tank and spank it until it gets about to 50% health. There's really no mechanics. So he
Okay.
doesn't have any
So I'm looking
invulnerability or
for
anything. I'm
one
looking for the
crystal.
crystal because I don't realize we can't attack him
You guys
yet.
got them all.
So we just attack him
Oh, we
until he
don't.
hits 50% health, and then the
Oh.
only mechanic this one really has
Oh, thank you,
starts.
thank you.
And when he hits 50%, he puts this aura shield around him, and you can't attack him while he has that shield on unless you have an aura. So how you get that aura is by standing in a crystal. It's about to happen. Here it comes. Yep, 50%. So you can't attack him.
Okay.
So I'm going to stand
Okay.
next to that crystal, and when you stand next to it, the crystal will explode. And you see that little, there you go. Now I'm silver. Now I can attack him. And I don't know how long it lasts. I didn't check. I think it lasts about 20 seconds. So you can attack him until it wears off. Now, what happens is at the end of that 20 seconds or whatever it is, you'll be stunned. You'll turn into a statue. And which
Oh,
means you
I
can't do
tried.
anything.
I
Like right
tried to
now,
see
I
if we
can't
could kill him.
attack. I can't move. He can kill me. So how you prevent that is
Okay.
when you break the crystal and get that debuff, attack them, and then you get in the that green pool. right there that's right there to my right, and it will dissipate that buff, and then you go stand in a crystal and get the buff again. But not too
Yeet.
bad. It seems like simple. There's no really wipe
Oh, we
mechanics on
didn't
this
get
boss.
any.
So now we're just gonna
Oh
do a couple
man, no
more mobs.
achievements.
We're gonna have a grapple. There's two grapples in this dungeon. So we'll have those two grapples and we'll get to the next boss. So I'll come back in the chat after that ends.
Oh, we have to get one of these levels too. Mm-hmm. We've been here for 6 minutes. Okay, not bad. Oh wait, I was going the wrong way. My bad. Okay.
Alright, we're at the second boss. Now this one has the same mechanic as the first boss where you have to get the crystal to break on you to get the ability to attack the boss.
Oh, we have to get a
So that
crystal.
he's got that crystal. Now when I get this crystal, now I can start attacking. It's the same thing, and at the end of it, the crystal will stun you into a statue, and you can go into the little green wells around there to get rid of that. But because of all of our buffs, we can attack it fast. But he phases twice, and there's something that's weird that happens during this phase. Now you're gonna leave this room and get teleported to another room. And so you can follow the path, but Beer found the shortcut. Thanks, Beer. I like it. Now, I don't know if this works in a normal run. You see how much that damage takes hitting us for. It might work with the healer, might not. But it gets us through the room a little bit faster. And you have to get through here. If you don't make it before the timer ends, it's actually whoever. Well, if all 5 players don't make it through, all of them are dead. It's a wipe. So if 4 of them make it through and you don't get to this crystal on time right here, you're dead.
Gotta get a
You're not
crystal
dead.
room, I'm
You're like
guessing.
wiped. So now
Yeah.
we get the crystal buff again, and now I can attack them. And Ash can attack them, and Beard can attack them. So we do this a second time, and then we're gonna leave the room, go through that little obstacle course again. And this boss is really easy. So it has the same mechanic as the first boss, except there's mobs this time as well. I don't know how important they're going to be on live. We didn't have to focus on them whatsoever because if you don't kill the mobs, it doesn't matter. He still teleports you out when he hits his hit point threshold, and so we never worry about him. So we just teleports us, so we didn't have to worry about the mobs. So now we follow the obstacle course again, and I think on this one, Beer almost didn't make it through. I might be incorrect. He did great. He's the one who showed me this because they
He
were
did, and it
trying to
had me
tune me on it.
facing a direction. I thought I was like,
Because they hadn't, I don't
yeah.
think they realized I had PlayStation 4 preview access. So I believe those
You can skip
reds will knock
jumping
you
down.
off. I haven't been hit by them yet, so I can't say for sure. This is not a mechanic video. I'm just explaining what the very little I think I know, which means half of it's probably wrong anyways. So we can't attack the boss yet
Whoa!
because all the players haven't gone through. So
I
Beer
got a
hasn't came through
crystal.
yet, so we
Still
still
a me
can't
though.
attack him yet.
Hmm.
So these mobs are chasing me. So when beer does come through, I'll be able
There
to.
he goes.
There
Oh,
we
we
go.
can't attack until you get
And
here.
you see,
I didn't. Oh
I've
shit.
been turned
That
into a
too.
statue, so I gotta go get a crystal again. Easy peasy boss. So after this boss, we'll go through. There's a couple more mobs, and we get to the last boss. And that's where the fun starts. I see a. I could be wrong, but I'm expecting there's gonna be a lot of last boss invites. Holy shit! So I'll be right back when we get to the last boss.
So you can. Oh wait, I thought we could cast arties during that. Nope. Come on, Crystal. Wow, fuck. You're shitting me, right? He was at 0. Damn it. There we go. Nice. Mmm. Oh, the campfire's not there, is it? No, because I don't have. Oh, there's a campfire buff. Never mind. Yeah.
All right, so now we're at the last boss, and this last
Oh,
boss
if you
is
guys need
tricky.
some mobs, we got them in
There's a
the
lot of mechanics going on right now. We got tentacles, we got mobs, and we got this dragon.
No,
And
we got them in the
we're very
guild
lucky
thing.
because
Yeah,
Steamroller
help it.
already
Yeah,
did a
help yourself,
video
guys.
explaining this. So without this, this looks like it would have been a huge pain in the ass to figure out. And I'm going to leave a link to Steamroller's video below. Uh, you might want to know this before going in. If your goal is to get completes when it comes out, if you want to have fun figuring it out, go right ahead. So what
Damn
happens
it,
is
beer.
you gotta phase this dragon I think 4 times. So once we take off like 25% of his health, he phases, but he's not quite phased until we kill the tentacles and any mobs on the screen. And then okay,
There we
so
go.
he's phased, he's vulnerable. Now we gotta kill all these mobs,
Now it's cleanup
and then we
time.
have to kill the tentacles. And then after we do that, it's gonna phase us into the very it's the same room but just different. And when you come in here, the first thing you want to do is find out the save corner, because that's the corner you have to go through. So you'll know which corner is the safe corner. Each corner has a green waterfall. Most all of them have one stream, except the safe corner, which will have four streams. So there's
So
one
we're gonna be
stream,
going
one stream. There you go.
bottom left. Bottom
Actually,
left.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so. So pardon
Okay,
me.
let beer hit
So
this.
now our tank goes first. He just killed Demogorgon,
Let me know
and
when
he
you're
gets
ready.
this silver
Okay.
debuff around him that lets him go in the crystal. Now I'm gonna go
And
next. I
I'm
killed
going.
the
One sec,
Demogorgon.
Ash.
Now I can go in the crystal. And you can only
All right,
have
I'm in.
one crystal up at a time, so you have to delay who kills what. So one person kills, well, the team can kill the Demogorgon. I believe whoever's closest to the Demogorgon gets that debuff that lets you go in the crystal. So now we went to this corner. If you're
So
not
it
in the
was
right corner,
Dragon
it's a
Crystal
complete
Brain.
wipe to whoever's not in that corner.
Okay.
You see that purple orb? It's getting bigger and bigger and it's going to explode. If you're not in the right corner, that orb will wipe you. And also, if you don't get to the corner fast enough, the orb will wipe you. So we're going to repeat what we just repeated 3 different times. So now we get in them and we're going to take them down to half health. And of course, I'm just cheesing, the buffer artifact and the Lathander's do or redo or the Lathander's do two or whatever it's called. It's that tool belt on them on the right hand side. Pretty cheesy. But you notice we're not focusing on anything except the dragon. We want to get him down because if you kill the mobs and you kill the tentacles, they just come right back. Now, I don't know if we can do this in a live situation. I don't know if we have to kill the mobs or not. But we're just avoiding the tentacles and the mobs, phasing the dragon, and then worrying about the tentacles and the mobs. Because it's annoying when you kill them, they come back. And those things hurt. They
Right.
can one shot you. Well, I don't know if that will be that way on when it hits live, but right now they're hitting really hard. I believe one of the bug reports is how hard they can hit you. And the Demogorgon, it's pretty ridiculous. I've been killed 3 times in a row. The other time when I tried it, like I wasn't even doing it. It just killed me. So this is making it look fairly easy, I think, compared to what I think it's going to be. So now we phased. Now we're going to the room. You're going to find the corner with the waterfall. See
So we're gonna be
one stream,
going top
7 streams.
right. Top
That's the
right,
safe
guys.
corner. And I'm walking up to make sure it's the right corner. So now Beer's going to kill the first one. He gets that silver buff, and then he can go in the crystal. And then here, I'm going to kill this one. Thanks, Ash has let me go second.
And
I
one
think
sec,
now I
Ash.
can go in there.
Okay, Ash,
And
I'm in.
now she's going to kill the next Demogorgon, and she's going to go in the crystal. So now I'm going to... Now you see the waterfalls? You can't see the 4 waterfalls. You have to know which one it is before it phases. So you make that a very strong point. You can't forget, or else you wipe right here, and you have to redo the whole last boss. So now we're gonna do it again. Just repeat the same thing.
Ash, your
I
outfit is
imagine we're gonna get death
so
stacks on live, and
dumb.
it's gonna get harder and harder because this stuff hits really
You
hard.
look like Puss in Boots.
Our builds are not optimal whatsoever, but the super high item level we have, and the buffer, and
Hey,
the
check out
Lathander's
after this.
doo-doo,
You got to see
it's
the hits
just
on my
giving us such a
character.
huge
It's so
advantage. It's
it's
very
so
cheesy.
blatantly.
This is just to find out any bugs, and we found a few. We put them in the Discord. So now we'll get him down to 10%, and when he gets to 10%, we're going to have the same mechanic that we just had, and then we have the last phase. So you notice we're not ignoring, we're just not attacking them. You still have to avoid the tentacle slaps and because they hit really hard, and you have to avoid the mobs. He's gonna get to 10% right here and phase, or
There we
almost there.
go.
You go. You're gonna find the safe corner again.
Okay,
No, this
dragon,
one goes
dragon.
you kill the dragon, and then you get in the crystal because you can't attack the brain unless you have the crystal debuff, like on the first 2 bosses.
And
So
then
we
we
killed
get
the
crystal.
dragon. Now we're gonna find the crystal.
We all skip.
Ash found the crystal well before I
Oh,
did.
okay.
So she's gonna kill the dragon, the brain, before I do. So now once you get the crystal, you're gonna attack the brain. So I didn't even get a chance to attack it. And then the dungeon's over. So it's not too
Oh
bad.
wow.
That was actually a speed run, kind of funny. But there you go. Stay class, Neverwinter. See you soon.